Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer, and thanks so much for joining us for this week's Explore Tulsa.
You know, Trish, racers from all over the country were in T-Town over the last couple of weeks for the annual Chili Bowl at the Quick Trip Center.
That's right, Stevie, giving Explore Tulsa the chance to catch up with racing great Tony Stewart.
And Chili Bowl founder Emmett Hahn.
You know, I said something the other day. I've got 3 grandsons racing out here. Both of my boys raced out here years ago, and it's kind of like the people that does rodeos. Their kids grow up to be cowboys, and when you're around this racing, you know, when the kids are just around it their entire life, I guess it just kind of grows on you, and you just that's your life.
Well, it's always been a family sport. I mean, and that's the great thing is you got young kids that are getting in these cars at 15, 16 years of age, and you got guys that are in their 50s that are still racing these cars, and it's always been a family sport. I mean, and the racing fraternity is a huge family. It's you know, you may come here with just crew guys, but you're part of a large family that's passes your immediate family. So you know, it's just something that, you know, especially when you come for the shootout week, it's a lot of younger kids and younger drivers, and you know, their families are a huge part of getting them where they are.
About everybody knows who Tony Stewart is. As we was in here in this press conference right here, Casey Kane just pulled up the front door. He just got here, and it's not any different than going to a country music award. Every big-time artist in the country is there, and that's what we have here.
This has always been a cool event, and every year that you come here, you realize you're racing against the best in the industry. So you know, you're racing with the nation's best midget drivers, a lot of the best sprint car drivers from around the country, and you got some dirt late model guys that come and run this too. So it's you know, you're not going to go anywhere where you're going to have 278 cars enter a field that's trying to make a 24-car starting field on Saturday night. So it forces you to be on top of your game.
It helps to win anything, you know, whether me and him go beat on each other at the go-kart track or whatever it may be. You know, if it's if you outrun somebody, then you know, it's good for you. But you know, a place like this with guys like this, and basically being, you know, the best of anything that can get in these cars, and you know, it helps a lot.
I think the Swindells play games with everybody, and practice not so great, so they think that they're not going to be good, and then they're just better than they were the year before when it comes to a prelim night.
You know, there's guys that have 10-year-old race cars here that are still just as competitive as they've always been. It's you know, I think midget and sprint car racing is probably one of the forms that the technology and you know, the basic frame structure hasn't changed. Shock technology's got better, the motors have got better, but I think that's really the only gains that they really made. The rest of it's kind of followed suit and really hasn't changed. It's like it was a good design back then, and it's still a good design now. It's fun just to try to take you know, when you're racing against 277 other guys, trying to figure out how you can make your car faster than theirs. And it doesn't matter whether it's, you know, quarter-mile track indoors or whether you're racing the 2.5-mile track at Daytona. It's you know, it's always a challenge, and that's what racing's always been about, is trying to figure out how to take your equipment and be better than everybody else with it.
I have a passion for racing. I started in 1963. Our whole family's been around it, and I go back to that Country Music Awards. I've seen a Entertainer of the Year get up there, and they made a statement. They said, "It don't get any better than making a living at doing something that you would do for nothing, that you have a love for." And that's where I'm at. I'm living a dream. I love this right here, and I'm fortunate enough to make a living at it.
I mean, this race is always a sellout, and I think that speaks for itself. I mean, this is a huge event to Tulsa, and you know, it doesn't matter where you go, whether you go somewhere to eat, and you learn as the years go. You learn your favorite restaurants along the way, but you know, they really open up to the racers here, and we look forward to that.
It starts out fun, and then I'm getting to the age that time this thing's all over after the shootout and this Chili Bowl. They're getting me wore down a little bit.